think you can ascribe this to bad luck or a difficult childhood or any other external factor. I personally feel that your strength of character does come into question at that point. And let me make it clear that your definition of success may be different from the next person. I'm not implying that you need to have a fat bank account or a Rolls Royce to be successful. But if having those things is integral to your definition of success, then that's what you should be aiming for. When I talk about developing character, it's pretty hard to focus on character when you've got credit card payments to make and 100 other things to worry about. Well, here's my opinion. If these people had given a bit more thought to building a strong character over the years, maybe their credit card payments would be a little more manageable at this point. But it's never too late. According to Aristotle, 52 is the age at which a man's philosophy is fully formed. But it's okay to run a little behind schedule as long as you recognize it and do something about it. And you don't need volumes of books or the library in order to create a personal philosophy that will help you to achieve your goals. You can do that anywhere. You can do it right here. In fact, we could all do ourselves a favor by developing the philosophy of an ant. There are at least 2 reasons why ants are unique and important. For one thing, an ant always knows where it wants to go, and it keeps trying to find a way of getting there, no matter what. If you put a pebble in front of an ant, the first thing it does is try to find a way around the pebble. It tries to go one way. If it can't get around there, it tries to go the other way. And if it still can't get around, then it tries to climb over the pebble. And if for some reason it can't climb over the pebble, it will try to lift the pebble, even though the pebble may be hundreds of times larger than the ant itself. And if it finds it can't lift the pebble, it will look for other ants to help. And if all the ants working together can't lift the pebble, they will finally start digging a tunnel underneath it. And even if that doesn't work, they will literally start trying to gnaw their way through the pebble. How long will they keep trying? They'll keep trying until they die. Because the
Let's go, let's go. Good morning, familiar. Rise and shine, right? The ants, so little, but so strong and so powerful. If you don't know, right, ants actually go out and carry 3 times their body weight just to bring food, to bring it back to the family. So super excited, right? You got to find a way. Good morning. Drop some gratitude down below. I've got a great topic for you guys on really figuring out what high income skill do you need to go ahead and obtain to go ahead and make this the year of double the abundance, double the blessings, and double the success. So let me go ahead and get my gratitude in there. Grateful for another day to be alive, grateful to be healthy, grateful for the family, grateful for each of you, right? Grateful for the body to be able to move and actually use the brain, have peace of mind, right? Super excited. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So high income skills, right? I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some questions. This is going to be a little bit of a brainstorm as well. And this comes straight from a training that we got as leaders. So I know without a doubt, this is going to shift you as well, right? So here we go, getting into it. First thing, 3 questions for today. All right. 3 questions for today. Number 1, what did you do well? Okay. When you get to the end of the day, I want you to really sit down and ask yourself, what was I on fire with today, right? What did I actually succeed in? What was I excited about? And here's what you'll notice. I want you to start to figure out what you do on your hot days and what you do on your cold days. So now you can start to figure out how to better your frequency every day with the schedule, right? With the right routine. So that's the first question. What did you do well, right? It could be going to the gym. Maybe you made your calls. Maybe you did your meditation. You did your journaling. You got up on time in the morning, okay? Second question. What could you have done better? This is big. What could you have done better? It might be your emotional intelligence handling certain situations that happened in your life. It might be journaling. It might be meditating. It might be being able to handle, like I said, whatever you're going through. Could be distractions. Maybe you're scrolling too much on social media every day. Third thing, you ready? What talent, this is where we start getting into it. What talent, what skill, what resource or content do you need to add this week to maximize your income. This is where we really start digging deep, because at the end of the day, I don't want you to just go through a week and just let it slip by. I want you to start documenting and evaluating what you did well, what you did, and how can you actually move the needle forward. So think about it and drop it down below. What skill, talent, resource, or content do you need to put out this week to go ahead and start getting your business 1% moving forward? Start getting your trading account 1% moving forward, right? Here's now everything that I'm asking you, it's building on each other, okay? So here's the next bullet point, getting a little bit deeper. What would get easier if you mastered this skill set? Would you get better at speaking? Would you build more of an influence? Would you get more comfortable on the charts? Would you be better at teaching the information that you learn when you start taking action and getting results with it? You see, now it's starting to really make sense. You ready? Now let's dig a little bit deeper, okay? Maybe with this new skill, what would you be doing more and what would you be doing less? Because here's what you'll notice as well. A lot of us, we spend a lot of time doing what I like to call busy work, right? There's two types of people. You can be busy. You can also be productive. I know people that's busy all day, but they don't get anything done. I know people that are productive in 4 hours when they get out of a work from a 12-hour shift, and they get more done than some people that put in 8 hours, okay? So start thinking about what can you really take off and what can you add into your schedule that's actually going to be income producing, an IPA, right? Income producing activity. So now I want you to go ahead and think about it like this. What other skill can you add on to that? What other skill can you add on to that? Maybe you're great at writing. Maybe you're great at speaking. Maybe you're great at using your voice. You've got to find what medium best fits you. For some of you guys, you might not be the best behind the camera. Writing might be your thing. So you've got to figure out, how can I best use my strengths to go ahead and use my voice to get myself out there? Okay? Ready? Now let's get it a little bit deeper. What skills do you need to master? What do you do well? Okay, so what are the skills? Maybe you need to go ahead and start a podcast. Maybe you're great at speaking, so now you need to start a podcast, dropping an episode every single week on a topic that best fits you, on a topic that you're comfortable with. So maybe that's how we start. Now, this question is really going to make you think. What is this skill costing you to not learn it? How much money are you leaving on the table not learning this skill? You realize you can get paid from your podcast, right? You realize you can get paid from YouTube putting out content consistently, right? Do you know how much income you're leaving on the table by not going after what it is that you believe in, by not letting go of other people's opinions? This is big. This is where I really started to grow. Why do you guys see me putting out consistent content? Because I understand this is what is going to make the difference. You don't even have to get paid for it. If you can put out consistent value, eventually the market's going to come back and pay you exactly what it is that you're worth. Okay? Next, how often can you give focused time to this new skill? And what do you have to give up in order to put this new focused time in? Like I said, maybe you might be scrolling too much. Maybe you might be with your significant other watching Netflix for 7 hours, and you got to tell them, like, yo, listen, this next 90 days, this next 6 months, I'm going on a sprint. But it's going to be for our family. It's going to be for us. Okay, so you've got to start figuring out, maybe you're spending too much time with individuals who don't see the vision. You're hanging out, you're relaxing, you're smoking and joking. Whatever it is, I had to figure out, even myself, I had to cut off the things that was not getting me anywhere in my life. I know what that's like, to sit around and talk about nothing, to have conversations that's not going anywhere. So I had to really think about, where do I want to go? Who do I need to spend my time with? And what actions do I need to take to start making this dream a reality? Okay, so here's what I said. I'm going to go ahead and commit to putting out content 5 days a week, minimum. 5 days a week, you will see this content being slapped every single week, because I understand eventually it's going to catch up. You might not be being paid for it now, but the universe always understands the grind. Okay. Now, here's a quote. This is from an individual, right? One of our phenomenal mentors by the name of Waddle D. Waddles. And here's what he said. He said, it's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. So what is this way for your skill? I want you to really think about it. When you guys are hot, right? When you have that high elevated frequency, when you're on fire, let me ask you, what is your routine like? What is your routine like? Maybe you're sitting outside on your back porch with frequency music on, where it's quiet and you can just hear the nature. Maybe you're actually going out and you're sitting in nature and you have your notebook and you have your book, and that is your happy place. That's where you thrive. So figure out what gets me in the zone and how can I constantly stay in that frequency. For me, that's what it is, right? I have to get my morning routine in. I have to meditate out back. I have to have my frequency noises on. All of these things helps me get in the zone. Same thing at nighttime, right? When it's late night and nobody else is up, that's when I'm in my zone, right? That's my flow state. So that's when I get a lot of my productive work done. So you've got to figure out what's that time, what's going to get you in that frequency, right? And last but not least, here's the key to really wrap this all together is you've got to be able to celebrate. You've got to be able to celebrate the little things. Forget about these massive accomplishments. Learn to celebrate the little things. You going to the gym, you knocking out your meditation, you knocking out your journaling, you getting consistently on a go live one day every week. Reward yourself. It could be something little like maybe go get a cheat meal. Maybe go ahead and take yourself out for something nice. Take yourself out to the beach on a sunset and go enjoy something out there, right, with your journal. So these are things that I had to really think about. What is going to be a way to reward myself? For me, going out in nature, going to the gym, maybe going out and getting a massage. Maybe you've never got a massage, getting a haircut, getting yourself new clothes, buying a new book, right? Listening to a new training. All of these ways are different ways that you can start celebrating yourself, because if nobody celebrates you, you've got to be the one to do it. So with that being said, that's my training for you guys today. What high income skill do you need to go ahead and put into your arsenal that's going to get you to the next level? And how much money, how much impact are you leaving on the table by not going after that skill set? So if you guys got some value, go ahead and smash that like button, drop some sevens, but more importantly, drop your skill set. What's the skill set that you're about to really focus on this week and for the end of this month to go ahead and grow yourself 1% better, right? It could be a podcast, could putting out new content, could be putting out weekly episodes for yourself, right? Whatever that may be, just know I believe in you. You just have to go ahead and believe in yourself. So with that being said, family, it is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. If you can see the vision right here in your head, if you can see the person that you're becoming, you're going to be able to hold it right here in your hand. So family, I'll see you at the top because the whole squad is coming together. Let's grow.